Okay, now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's stream. Well, tonight for me, it might be morning or afternoon for you, wherever you are, but I am Robin Shaw and I am teaching live from South Korea. But I am a Canadian teacher. Um, Welcome to the students. I'm just going to give a quick check to the top students who are here and who have commented. Maybe I need a little tea to get my voice energized. All right, Layla's here. How's it going? I feel this week was longer. I feel the same as you, Layla. This week seemed longer than usual. Sleepwalker still here. Okay. Uh, I'm happy to see you, Sleepwalker. That you're still around. That means there's still hope for the world. Alyssa's listening. I'm wearing a black shirt and a black hat. I always wear a black hat. Kavino, hello. Kavino likes to ask travel questions. So, Kavino, this is the best place to ask me travel questions. And I know you have a lot of travel questions, Kavino. So, ask away here. Lolly Lolly. Lolly Lolly's here, but Lolly Lolly is shy. She doesn't want to speak to me as a friend. All right, let's get started. I forget why we're here. Let's start asking some English questions. It's been a couple weeks since I answered some English questions, so hopefully uh, you've been studying English in that time and you have come across some strange or interesting English that you're not sure how to use, and maybe you want to ask now. And if you don't have any English questions, you're free to ask life questions or talk about some other topic. Let's get it started. Kaviru asks, let me move the comments here. Wouldn't you have any idea to travel to other countries? Well, I'm going to fix your question because your question is not correct. Let's go to the whiteboard here, and I'm putting Kavinu's comment here. And I'm going to fix the grammar for you because that's why we're here. I'll make it bigger. Wouldn't you, well, we need a question mark. For any question, make sure you have a question mark. So, wouldn't you have any idea to travel other countries? Now, Kavino, this question is awkward in English, but we're going to fix it up. Maybe we're not going to start with wouldn't you. Do you have any idea? Okay, that's a good start. Do you have any idea? And I'm going to use a which countries you might travel to next. That might be it's a very difficult question to ask. This might be a better way to phrase it. Do you have any idea which countries you might travel to next? That's a possible way to ask that. So, do you have any idea which countries you might travel to next, or which country? But for me, it's countries because you could use country. But for me, yeah, I probably travel to multiple countries. And Layla asks, oh, why is it? I want to keep it big here. Is black your favorite color, Robin? No. I wear a lot of black or dark black or dark blue on the live stream because I can't wear my other shirts if a shirt has stripes or checks pattern, it doesn't really look good on YouTube. So I usually wear we say a solid color, just one color, no pattern. So I like to wear solid colors. Just because it's YouTube. So yeah, you'll see a lot of black, a lot of blue. I don't have clothes that are solid red or purple or pink. So, and Cavino, you didn't learn. I taught you if you're going to ask a question, I don't know if it's a question because I don't see a question mark. So, how about the weather condition in your country? We always need that question mark. This is critical for a question. Uh, and how's the weather condition in your country? You could just say, how's the how is? I'm going to make this more of a speaking phrase. How's the weather in your country? Condition in your country. You don't need to say condition. You can say, how's the weather there? That's an easy way to ask that question. How's the weather there? And I could say the weather's cool in Korea. And Sleepwalker's asking, is the expression bah humbug? So this is the expression, and I don't think it's capitalized. Old fashioned, as I understand it, means nonsense. Well, this is a famous expression. Oh, what am I doing here? From, I believe, Scrooge. The Christmas story about Scrooge. Scrooge is a very stingy person. He doesn't like to spend money or give money. He's not generous, and he often in the book. Who wrote Scrooge? Scrooge. I already books. I'm forgetting everything I learned in university. Charles Dickens. Oops. Okay, so in his book, Christmas Carol, um, Scrooge always says bah humbug. So it's all in English. Nobody's going to say that. Nobody's going to say that these days. Nobody. 0%. Uh, and bah humbug just means, yeah, it could mean nonsense or I don't like that. But it's only going to be in Scrooge or Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. Bah humbug is what Scrooge says. No, nobody in modern times is going to say that. And sound, okay, Layla's got 2 weeks of questions here. The sound of construction behind my house is quite noisy. That is totally annoying me. Well, yeah, that's right, but as I read this is okay, 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 but I using totally, and it's right, but it seems a little awkward to me. I would just use it. It is really annoying me. I know you want to try use bigger vocabulary or more interesting vocabulary, but sometimes we just use simple vocabulary. It's and if we're speaking, we're probably going to use contraction. That's really and that yeah, it's really an annoying me, or it's really annoying. That's really annoying. I would even say the sound of construction behind my house is quite noisy. It's really, that would be a period, new sentence. I would say it's really annoying. Jose Gonzalez, I like to wear solid colors too. Also, I don't like to wear brand name. So some of my other clothes might have Nike or Adidas, and I don't want to wear any brand name on the live stream. So the clothing rule is solid color and no logo or brand name. So my clothing options are limited. All right, Cavino, if I get a chance to travel to another country, okay, I can fix up your English here, Cavino. If I get a chance to travel to another, if we're going to use another, we're talking about one. So you can say, I definitely will come visit you. That's correct. That's good. But when we're using other and another, here, let me delete that. Another is usually another one and other ones, like that. So one, another country, other countries. So if I get a chance to travel to other countries, I will definitely come to visit you. If I get a chance to travel to another country, I will definitely come to visit you. So singular, we're going to use another. Plural, we're going to use other. Leila. Doesn't seem to be many people here today. If you're watching, say hello. Let me know you're watching. Robin, do you leave your comfort zone very often and begin something different in life? Ah, let's make that smaller. You leave your comfort zone. Um, yeah, I don't think I have a comfort zone. I'm pretty brave, and It's very easy for me to disrupt my comfort zone. So yes is the answer. Always, I'm leaving my comfort zone. All right, Leila. I just saw these two words, abstain and refrain, and that they are similar or synonyms, but I guess they're not. Uh, they, they seem like synonyms. Why do you say they're not? Then went to the dictionary and made the following sentences. Okay, so let's keep these up here. We have abstain and refrain. They seem like synonyms to me, but let's see what you got. If I want to lose some weight, weight will be uncomfortable. I must refrain from fast food. All right. Refrain from, we might say, eating. Well, before I get to the next sentence, can we say abstain here? Yeah, sure. I think you can. They're synonyms. I'm just going to check out the dictionary because I am not a walking dictionary. So refrain. So refrain means to stop yourself from doing something. So if I must stop myself from eating fast food, okay, so refrain works. Abstain means decide not to do it because it's bad for your health, something like that. So seems like very close synonyms here. I will abstain from talking. Interact. This is going to be an I. Yeah, I think those work. Those are fine. I don't think there's a problem there. They seem like synonyms to me. So don't worry about that, Layla. Those sentences look fine. Who's this? Lolly Lolly. She is planning on cooking and she is planning to move. Why do we use on in the first sentence? Okay, I know why. I know exactly why we use on, but can I explain it? Probably not. I get it. All right. So I think you got to focus on the ing here. So if you wanted, you can say, you can make the same sentence with moving. So she's planning on. So I think the connection here, she's planning on. If you're going to use planning on, then your next sentence is going to be verb ing. All right. She's planning to move. Well, you're not using the ing, you're using the infinitive. So similar, you could say she is planning to cook. So it depends on the grammar you want to use for the sentence. And let's just. So you could say she is planning on cooking tonight. Let's make a full sentence. She is planning on moving tomorrow. She is planning to move tomorrow. She is planning to cook tonight. Yeah, that's it. So planning on cooking, planning to move. That's how we use it. Mean the same thing. The crying a baby, the crying baby. Okay, I recommend just say the crying baby, but you're saying the crying of the baby is really annoying. Yeah. Layla, I don't think you have a problem with annoying. You're using it fine. No problem with annoying. That's correct. Ramadan. Oh, how do you wish on Ramadan? Please teach us. How do you wish? This is a question. You're asking a question. What is your question? I don't understand. Is this an English question? Because I do not celebrate Ramadan, so I really cannot teach about that. So it starts. So how do you wish someone a happy Ramadan? So it says Ramadan 2020 begins in the evening of Friday, April 1st, and ends in the evening of Sunday, May 1st. Dates may vary. How to express Ramadan greetings. Okay. So I just went to the internet, which is a better teacher than me. So Ramadan Mubarak and Ramadan Kareem, these are Arabic sayings that translate to blessed Ramadan and generous Ramadan. So I think that answers your question. You could say to people, blessed Ramadan or generous Ramadan in English. But I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't celebrate Ramadan. Robin, among foreign teachers, your coworkers, do many of them have YouTube channels? No, none of them. None of them have YouTube channels. No, none of my coworkers have YouTube channels. Lolly lolly. Just rechecking the Ramadan. Blessed Ramadan. All right. Okay. Who's asked this? Sorry. Lolly lolly. There's no end to learning English. Why verb ing after two? There's no end to learning English. Well, this is your gerund. I don't have time to teach gerunds. I think I've done that in other videos. So this is the verb. What's verb? How do you express? I cannot think today. The verb. All right, a noun in the form of a verb with ing. So I don't know the technical rule. This is all I can find, and it's too technical for me. And that's not the rule. That's, oh, how come it's not copying? I want to copy from the internet. Here's It's important to recognize that the word to is a preposition in these cases because it must be followed by a gerund. This is your gerund. It is not part of the infinitive form of the verb. So you have to consider that there's no end to, and then that's not an infinitive verb. So that's the technical. I don't know a quick answer. I don't know a quick rule to that. Just very often with gerunds, before the gerund, you're going to have two. What's another one? I look forward to eating dinner. How about that? So this is the connected expression. I look forward to eating dinner, something like that. You cannot say I look forward to eat dinner. This doesn't work. No. And you cannot say there's no end to learn English. No, because you can't use the infinitive. You got to use the gerund. So think of this to connected to forward. Don't think of this to as connected to the verb. Hope that helps, Lolly Lolly. That's a little more technical for me to properly teach that without a lot of preparation. Do native speakers use lunch as a verb commonly? For example, I am going to lunch with you. Well, here it is not. It is not a verb. This is a kind of a location. I guess it could be a verb because you could say I'm going to Canada with you. So in this case, Canada is not this is not the verb of the sentence. So this is kind of the location where we're saying I'm going to lunch with you. I'm going to the place we eat lunch. Uh, so this going to, again, you're thinking the two as a verb to lunch. Now it is possible that this is a verb in this sentence. I'm going to lunch with you, but using lunch as a verb, but I don't think we think of it that way. We think of it more as a location. I'm going to the lunch place with you. But we don't say place. We shorten that. I'm going to lunch with you. Uh, but it could be a verb too. You could look at it two ways. You could look at it, I think more commonly is the place, but it could also I'm going to lunch. Then it would be a verb to eat lunch with you. That is possible too, but I don't think it's as common. MD Mubashir. Teacher Robin, could you fix these? Is there one sentence or many sentences for us if something typed incorrectly? We perform, don't offer, prayer. Why are you saying salat? And I'm perform prayer. You can just make one verb, pray. We pray 5 times a day. Perform prayer seems like too many verbs there. I'm trying to, because I got to educate myself on Arabic, Muslim, or Islam. Prayer rituals. These are expressions I do not know how to use. Salat, I see a lot of salah. Would that be right too? We pray salah 5 times a day. Sorry, I can't help you with that, MD Mubashir. To distinguish between used to, be used to, get used to, I made some sentences. Where are they? I don't see them. Kelly Lucina, hello. Hi, I saw this In the book, vocabulary in use, some examples with go, ing, and I didn't understand when I will put ing with go or main verb or both. I don't understand immediately also. Do you have example sentences? I like. I gotta think. I like to to go jogging like that. So this is your gerund. I like to go jogging. So what's the root? You're looking for a rule? I don't know all the rules at the top of my head. But yeah, in English, I think I cannot teach here. My face is in the way. Let's move my face. I cannot teach gerunds in detail today. That's not an easy thing to teach in 2 minutes. So if you want to study more and to understand, I would suggest go to YouTube and check out a video on gerunds. This will help you better than me right now, because this is something I would need to prepare more examples to teach right now. So, oh, you had examples. Let's look at your examples. So the examples were 1, I hate going shopping. 2, I usually go swimming. Yeah, these are gerunds. In the morning, and Bob is going fishing. Yeah, those are all common expressions in English. They all make sense. Gerund. There's not a lot of gerund expressions, so you could probably learn them and memorize them within a day, how we use gerunds. But sorry, Kelly, I cannot do a full lesson on gerunds right now. That's a little more difficult, and I cannot give a quick answer. I have to move on. All right. Clarification about Ramadan. I don't know. Ines, hello. Arturo, hello from Honduras. Funny story in Honduras. When I was in Honduras, I traveled through Central America, and I crossed the border. I think it's from El Salvador, right? El Salvador to Honduras. And it was nighttime, and I walked across the border, and I missed the bus to the city. So I had to hitchhike in Honduras. You know, hitchhiking, you stand at the side of the road and you stick out your thumb. And, you know, I stuck out my thumb, and nobody was going to pick me up. And then this truck driver picked me up. He drove me about 1 hour in Honduras to the hotel, and I gave him $20 for a thank you. And he didn't speak any English. So, and I don't speak any Spanish. So he picked me up, and I'm like, body language, 100%. Pointing. Yes, no. So that's my memory, my good memory of Honduras. Okay, I understand, Cavino. And this is from Eunice. Teacher, please, can you explain when exactly we use go to and will, and what's the difference between them? I'm going to. I don't think it's go to. So, example, you're talking about future tense. Is that your question? A future tense? I will go to Canada tomorrow. I'm going to go to Canada tomorrow. Are you asking about that? This will and going to. Future tense. There's a technical rules when we use will. There's technical rules when we use am going to. But I think in the modern English day, most native speakers are not following these rules. We're using will and am going to interchangeably, meaning the same to express the future. I'm not sure if that's your question. What else could it be? Go to and will. You could just have present simple tense. I go to Canada tomorrow. I will go to Canada tomorrow. Now, this is possible where you're not. Yeah, see, Google wants to change it to the future tense, but sometimes we express in speaking. Don't do this in writing, but in speaking, a native speaker will often express uh, a future event using present tense, like I go to. This is not future tense, this is present tense. So sometimes, yes, we use present tense to express a future action, usually a near action. Tomorrow is near. So if you said, I go to Canada in 10 years, that's a little too far. So I go to Canada tomorrow. A native speaker might say that for future tense, only speaking. If you're writing, I'm going to Canada tomorrow. All right, let's check out Layla's used to. I used to visit many concerts. She is used to saying the truth. Okay, you're using used to and used to correctly, but the verbs are awkward. Concerts. We don't visit a concert. We go to a concert. I used to go to many concerts. So we go to concerts. We don't visit concerts. And she is used to saying the truth. This is okay, but a native speaker is probably going to say telling the truth. Usually we use the verb tell for truth, tell the truth, or tell a lie. Tell the truth or tell a lie. We use the verb tell, not saying. But the used to is fine. She gets used to the hot weather. What do you think about them? Oh, the sentences. Okay. She or you. Why did I say she? Anyway, you probably you confused me with the gets because you does not put an S on the verb. You get used to, you. This should be past tense. You got used to the hot weather as something that passed, or you will future get used to the hot weather. Present continuous, you are getting used to the hot weather. All right. So this is one of these ways is how we're going to use the grammar. You past tense, future tense, or present continuous tense. But the get used to is fine. Robin, who's saying this? Sleepwalker. Robin, sometimes I see that native speakers use did instead of past form of the verbs. Okay, let's see. For example, I did write. Is it correct? I did write it. Yeah. What do you mean by inversion? Not inversion. Yeah, for speaking, it's hard to teach speaking sometimes because students are learning the rules and then they hear these native speakers saying weird stuff with English. Uh, yeah, there's weird things like this. I do write books, so ideally you should say I wrote it, and I do write books. You should say I write books. So these kind of sentences, yeah, they're gonna make the little grammar adjustments. I don't know if there's a technical rule, uh, but these are used more for emphasis. Um, so it's a speaking. In speaking, we often use words for more emphasis, and these would be emphasis words. But if you're writing an essay, just write the normal way. Oh, hello. We have a special guest. Hello, Joe. How's it going? That person who picked you up and drove for about 1 hour, who's writing this, Layla, was unique. Didn't care about the way to connect with you as a foreigner. What's the question? What's the question, Layla? Mm. You're commenting on my Honduras hitchhiking. Okay, now I understand. I thought you were asking a question. So this is real. That person who picked you up and drove for about 1 hour was unique. Yes. Well, no, I think wherever I travel in the world, people always help. So I don't think he's unique. I think he was normal. It's normal for humans to help each other. He didn't care about the way to connect. He was just a human helping a human, and I think that's normal, not special. All right. Eunice, thank you. And Leila, why did you not get home early? Why didn't you get home early? What's the difference between them? And which one is more natural? Well, right away, this one's more natural because it's a contraction, and contractions are better. This is possible. This sounds like someone's angry, and they might say this. This is spoken English. So you're going to see this in spoken English. It means the same thing. Uh, why did you not get home early? I think the emphasis on this, the grammar is structured to put more emphasis on the not. So it's possible. This is natural. They're both natural. Depends what you're trying to express. What's the difference between them? Nothing. Which one is more unnatural? I'll say this one's better, but you're going to hear this one. It's not wrong. Is it possible to use visit cities? Yes. Why can't you use visit the country? Yes, you can. I visit Canada. I visit Toronto. That's perfectly okay. Let's use it past tense because Google wants me to put past tense. That's fine. You can visit cities. You can visit countries. I visited Disneyland. Something like that. Drinking my tea. Young's asking questions in the chat. I'm all caught up in the chat. I don't think I missed any questions. All right, I will end the live stream in a few minutes. Get any last questions or comments in. I was filming some videos today with teacher Fiona. If you know my YouTube channel, there's a teacher called Fiona. I was teaching, or I was filming videos with her today. Videos about tongue twisters. Young. Oh, Stella's here. Hello, Stella. Young says, Robin, it's time to take them to the next level. Thank you, teacher Young. How do I take them to the next level? Hussein. Hussein Ahmed from Sri Lanka. We have a lot of students from Sri Lanka. I went to Sri Lanka 2016. Beautiful country, beautiful. I loved Sri Lanka. I wish I spent more time there. I hope to go back to Sri Lanka. All right, Layla's sticking in a question. Yeah, Hyungwoo's in America. Let's have some coffee. Could we have coffee? When do native speakers use one and two and the first? I'm more concerned with this error right here. First is more friendly. Let's have some coffee. Could we have coffee? Well, this is what you're going to say to your friend. I say to you, Layla, let's have some coffee. Could we have coffee is something you say to the waiter or waitress. This is more of an order. So this is what you're going to say to your friend. This is what you're going to say to the waiter. Could we have, and probably going to use some coffee. Could we have some coffee? Let's make it more polite, please. But if you're talking to your friend, let's have some coffee. Or let's have some coffee. You can also say, let's get some coffee. And this is an order. You wouldn't say to your friend, could we have some coffee? Stella. Robin, what was the strangest and hardest questions? What were the strangest and hardest questions you were asked today? Probably strange. I don't think there was a strange question. The hardest would be anything with grammar that, people come in with the grammar questions, and yeah, a lot of the times I don't know the technical rules because there's so many situations. Uh, but I do my best. No strange questions today. But I must say, the most difficult questions usually come from Alyssa. So if Alyssa's still listening, I doubt she is, but if she's still around, she usually asks the really difficult questions to me. Stuff I really have never thought about. Layla, you ask a lot of normal questions, Layla. Your questions are good. They're all normal. Sleepwalker probably has really interesting questions too. Yeah, Alyssa's are difficult. Sleepwalkers are interesting, and Layla is uh, normal questions. So, which ones do I like teaching? I like the normal questions. They're easy. Sometimes Sleepwalker has really interesting stuff, like the Bah Humbug today. No one's ever asked me about Bah Humbug. Uh, so, Sleepwalker, keep them coming. But Alyssa, when I get Alyssa's questions, I'm sweating. Oh, what's this? I don't know. All right. I think we're going to end the stream now. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And please spend your time every day, sometime every day, studying English. I will see you again soon. Until then, have a good week. So take care and